Hello again, this is John, and this sewing machine in front of us is a Morse DeLuxe ZigZag made in Japan. This came from a thrift store dumpster, so it's got a few spots that are kind of dinged up. The chrome is a little scratched in places. Both pins were broken off. I took this pin off a different machine so I could use it, but all in all it's in pretty good shape. One button here is broken off too. This is for the feed dogs. It's got a normal position, a silk position, and then embroidery. That one's broken off. It's on normal right now. This is just a plain zigzag. The knobs up here adjust the zigzag position. Right now it's at 0. Pushing this down just moves from 0 through 4, and it springs back again. If I wanted to hold it in a certain spot, I would put it down to say 2 and then turn this bigger knob until it stops. Then that holds it at 2. Excuse me. So once I turn that back, then it goes back to 0. This knob just keeps it from going. This is a stop. So if I didn't want it to go anywhere, I'd turn it all the way counterclockwise, and now it won't go anyplace. And I can turn it a ways, and it'll stop wherever I stop it at. Wherever I stop this knob at is as far as this thing goes. So that's just a stop position for as wide as I need it. So down here we have the stitch length, 0 through 5, and reverse. Another thing that got broken in the dumpster is the bob and winder tension disc. So it's no big deal. This sewing machine is one of the quietest that I ever think I've heard. Let me just start it up a little bit here and you can hear it. It is just so quiet. Of course it's running slow, but even when I speed it up, it doesn't get much louder. Of course if I go full speed then it gets pretty loud. But slow speed is just so quiet. It's pretty nice. I don't think I have any singers that are even this quiet. So let me get the camera set up and I'll sew a couple of stitches. Okay, I'm going to thread it. First it goes through this little curlicue up here, and then down through the tension disc. It's got the check spring over here that I've got to hook it through. Then it goes down through a hook device over here. I think that's the way it goes, up through this little loop. Wherever we get that in, there we go. Take up lever, and down through a little loop down in here, another little loop down there, and through the needle. When the plate is on the side, that usually means the bobbin gets loaded from the end, so then that means the hook is on the back side back here. So then the needle hole is side to side, not front to back. It's not always the case, but usually. Okay, now we have our needle threaded and we're ready to go. If you notice, the needle is on the left side. When it's at 0, it doesn't have a left, center, right lever like a lot of the machines have. This when it's at 0 zigzag width, it's always on the left side. So here we go. still a very quiet machine even when it's sewing. Do a little reverse here. And flip the material around. And let's do a zigzag. We'll just go all the way. And we'll do a nice short stitch. Well, there's not much to this machine other than straight stitch and zigzag. There we go. And reverse. But it does it well. So this blue zigzag here is the one we just did. I guess we look on the other side. Oh, it looks like the top tension isn't quite tight enough. The top thread was pulling through a little bit. You may not be able to see that, but we just would have to turn this tension up a little bit to adjust that, but it does a real good job. This is a Morse DeLuxe ZigZag. This is probably mid-50s vintage. Too bad they threw it in the dumpster and banged it up a little bit, but it still works well. It didn't have anything, like it didn't have a motor controller or cords with it, so I had to adapt. This is a Singer cabinet that it's in. But all in all, it works very well. And it's very quiet. Probably the quietest machine I have. So thank you for watching.